The golden age of motor racing is over, the age when factories all over Europe were producing new and experimental designs every year. With the coming of the Depression, the emphasis shifts to the drivers. Motor racing organizers meet the Depression by allowing drivers to use any size of car in the increasing number of Grand Prix races. In the Monaco Grand Prix, the lucky ones have either bought or borrowed supercharged straight-eight Bugattis. They are first, second and third. The winner, René Dreyfus, like many other drivers here, had to buy his own. The big British Bentleys are still winning sports car races. Some say the team includes 5 millionaires. Others say you need to be one to pay for the fuel. The Bentley boys, as they are called in the popular press, win the double 12 at Brooklands. They win again the following month at Le Mans, after a duel with Caracciolla's even larger white German Mercedes. This is the last race ever of the Bentley Works team. Their days are over.
Nobody to beat.
Well, we had nobody to beat but ourselves. So that was the best way of taking it, was just touring. Is that right, Glenn?
That's right.
Tim Birkin, however, enters a private Bentley in the French Grand Prix. The French crowd are amused to see something rather like a lorry among their Bugattis. It is a pity that some of the only film left has been obscured by a misguided artist. For this is an epic battle, with Birkin in his 2 tons of Bentley up among the fastest. Towards the end, only Philippe Etancelin is in front of the British car, hurling his Bugatti into corners with an abandon as characteristic as his back-to-front cap. Etancelin is first, with Birkin less than 3.5 minutes behind after 245 miles. It's now the 3rd French Grand Prix running, won in a Bugatti. It's getting monotonous. But there's a significant change when an Alfa Romeo team comes to Ireland for the Tourist Trophy, with the full backing of the factory and of an enthusiastic Mussolini. Nuvolari, Vazzi and Campari have been told to win, and they really try. Campari is called in to be reprimanded, but he just can't spare the time. The bigger cars are hopelessly out-handicapped. Even Birkin on the Bentley is to finish the day with his one and only racing crash. It's a tough day for all the independent drivers, and a complete victory for the Italian team. Nuvolari is first, Campari second, and Vazzi third. Tazio Nuvolari is only 5'2", but handles a car, when roused, with such verve that some say he has a pact with the devil. For the Targa Florio next year, Alfa Romeo have Campari and Nuvolari. Nuvolari has quarrelled with Vazzi, who has left Italy to drive a French Bugatti with a new twin-cam engine. The fast Italian Maseratis are also here. Vazzi, with his dress and his driving as immaculate as ever, takes the lead. The Alfas have front mudguards to protect the crew. And Enzo Ferrari is here together with 25 racing mechanics. weather is deteriorating as Vazzi comes in for his last stop. He is blinded by the rain and mud. His neat helmet is changed for a peaked cap in a desperate attempt to shield his eyes. But now, Nuvolari is close and driving as if possessed. Zacchini on another Alfa is also closing up. On the last 80-mile lap, Nuvolari goes tiger, driving to his utmost, defeating Vazzi by 7.5 minutes. The next round is the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Vazzi has a Bugatti, Nuvolari an experimental 12-cylinder Alfa. Campari a smaller 8. Nuvolari, for once, doesn't get away first. Grand Prix races this year are a minimum of 10 hours, and Vazzi leads for the first 2. Nuvolari is third, struggling with the big car. Then Vazzi goes out, while Nuvolari takes a rest. Il Duce had told him to start and win, but his car has been withdrawn. However, Nuvolari isn't a man to be defeated, and he's back refueling Campari's Alfa before taking it over himself for a spell. The straight 8 comes in first, and in future will always be known as the Monza Alfa Romeo. The burly Campari and the tiny Nuvolari have between them driven nearly 1,000 miles. The Monza Alfas and the Maseratis now challenge the victorious Bugattis in the French Grand Prix at Montlhéry near Paris. Vazzi has teamed up for the 10-hour race with another of the great drivers, Louis Chiron, and they managed to keep up the Bugatti tradition of winning. Chiron jumps for joy, and even the dour Vazzi struggles to smile. Nuvolari is 11th. In sports car racing, Alfas pass all others on sheer speed. In the Tourist Trophy, Birkin has got his own, showing his skill as a driver, if not as a filling station attendant, by getting in front of the Alfa Works team. He regrets the lack of the right British car all the more at Le Mans when he and Earl Howe receive a telegram from Mussolini congratulating them on their win for Italy.